What's up, everybody? It's Silent, and today I'm gonna give you the top 5 reasons I love living in Puerto Rico and the top 5 reasons I hate it. But before we get into that, can we get into this salt and pepper thing I got going on? You know, I'm trying to embrace my grown man. I don't know if I like it. Let me know what you think in the comments. If I should dye it, if I should leave it. It is what it is. And you know, got the baldy going. If you're new to my channel, and if you're not, you already know I cut it. But if you're new to my channel, I came to Puerto Rico for the first time about 5 or 6 years ago to film my first documentary in La Perla, Puerto Rico, which is a notorious slum in Puerto Rico, known for its negativity, and I just wanted to find the positive in it and see why it had that stigma attached to it. Long story short, I've been filming. It was supposed to be a 2-week thing, ended up being 5-6 years. And here we are. I ended up moving to Puerto Rico. So, if you want to know more about the documentary or anything else I do, check out laperladocumentary.com or go to TrueExclusives.com or follow me on social media. Everything is Silent BX or TrueExclusives. Now, let's get into the top 5 things I love and hate about living in Puerto Rico. Now, this list is not in no particular order, so don't think I love one thing more than the other. It's just the 5 things that I love and the 5 things that I hate about living on this amazing island. Look at this. Look at this view. I mean, this is the top 5 right here. But anyway, let's get into the top 5 things I love about living in Puerto Rico. The number 1 thing I love about living in Puerto Rico is the food, the authentic cuisine from the Latin culture. There's so many things that you can eat. There's so many restaurants. There's so many kiosks. There's so many little hole in the walls. There's so many little street carts. In Old San Juan, there's a street cart that does these potatoes filled with cheese, broccoli, meat. Oh, they're so good. You got piñones, which is it's like a highway strip of all kind of fried foods, alcapurria, pastelillos, tostones, chicharrones de pollo. But yeah, that's the number 1 thing, the authentic food of Puerto Rico. You're not gonna get it nowhere else. Yeah, there might be some places in the Bronx, in New York, in wherever in the world they have a Spanish restaurant, but it's not gonna be the way it is from the mainland, the motherland of Puerto Rico. And as a sidebar to number 1, 9 times out of 10 while you're eating, whether you're walking by eating something, whether you're sitting down on the beach eating, whether you're sitting at an outdoor restaurant eating, indoor, whatever, if someone's walking by you from Puerto Rico, 9.5 times out of 10, if not 10 times out of 10, they're gonna say buen provecho, which means like enjoy your food, hope you like it. Now, the number 2 thing I love about living in Puerto Rico is the weather. Jesus Christ, look at this. It's just beautiful. I got short sleeves on, I got shorts on. The weather is incredible all year round. A lot of people ask me questions like, what's the weather like in the winter? There is no winter. There is no winter. Now, I will say in Puerto Rico, they treat it as it's winter because they don't sell summer stuff in the winter. Like, you know, not that it'll be hard to find summer stuff, but they just go by the seasons. I don't know why, because to me, it's hot as hell 365 days a year. Number 3 is, in tune with the weather, the beaches. The beaches in Puerto Rico are magnificent. You can go kayaking, you can go scuba diving, you can go fishing, you can go swimming, you can float, you can go paddleboarding. Oh my God, there's so much you can do in these beaches. And you might think, okay, Puerto Rico, it's just an island surrounded by water, right? So all the water's the same. No, certain beaches are better than others. Certain beaches are clearer than others. Certain beaches are bluer than others. Some sand, there's a black sand beach, white sand beach, brown sand beach. There's so many beaches. And you're really not gonna find a bad beach, but that sounds like a bad bitch. You're really not gonna find a bad bitch. Nah, but you're really not gonna find a bad beach in Puerto Rico. But some of my favorites are Playa Buye in Cabo Rojo. I just went to that recently for the first time, and it was incredible. Like, out of all the beaches I've been to so far, even Flamenco, which is the infamous beach in Puerto Rico, Culebra Beach, it just wasn't all that to me. Maybe I went on a bad day, I don't know. But Playa Buye looked like a beach you see in them pictures with that blue water that don't even look real. I like Luquillo. Luquillo Beach is dope. There's no waves. The same thing with Playa Buye. Playa Sucia is really nice. There's so many beaches. You know, you got some in Condado, Isla Verde, Rincon, Boquerón, like Cataño. There's just beaches everywhere you go. So look up the beaches, go to the beaches, or go to the ones that I mentioned, because you are really gonna love them. I know I love them. I'm ready to go to the beach right now, even this little beach right here. Now, the number 4 thing on my list is the culture, the history. No matter where you go, you're gonna see some type of history, some type of vibe of the culture, whether it's bomba music and the ladies dancing with the skirts, the guys on the, what the hell do you call them? I don't wanna say drums, damn! How you be Puerto Rican and you don't know this? Anyways, yeah, the culture of that. You got El Moro, San Cristobal, which are the forts in Old San Juan. Not only that, Puerto Rico celebrates the longest Christmas ever, thanks to the 3 kings. So Christmas is over in the States and it's still going here well into mid-January. Now, the number 5 thing on my list that I love about living in Puerto Rico is the nature, the adventures, the exploring. There's so much greenery, there's so much mountains. You got El Yunque, the rainforest. You got, like I said, El Moro, all these historic sites to view, and you're gonna be amazed at the vivid colors of the blue oceans, the green palm trees, the green trees, the green grass, the mountains, the cliffs, the climbing you gotta do. I love all of it. I love all, or even if you're just exploring a neighborhood and seeing the different structures of the buildings, some that are so old, some that haven't been touched, some that are abandoned, some that are modern, some that are new. But there's a lot to see, and the nature and the exploration of it all is quite the adventure. So that is my top 5 list of things I love about living in Puerto Rico. Now, we're gonna get into the top 5 things I hate about living in Puerto Rico. Now, the number 1 thing I hate about living in Puerto Rico are mosquitoes. These little blood suckers will suck the blood out of you to the point that you'll feel like you got the damn chicken pox. There's really nothing you can do about it. You can spray all the sprays, you can put all the cream, whatever the hell. They are gonna get you one way or another, all right? Now, the positive side to that is if you're here after a while, I would say a couple of months, I don't know. Was it a year? I don't really know the time length, but after you're here for a while, it ain't gonna be a week. It's gotta be a while. I guess they get immune to you and they don't care. They don't want your blood no more, so they won't bother you no more. But other than that, I hate it. I hate these damn mosquitoes. Now, the number 2 thing I hate about living in Puerto Rico is shipping. When I tell you, Amazon takes forever to send some shit that you ordered. Like, I'm used to getting it the next day or 2 days later with Amazon Prime. No, ain't no damn Amazon Prime in Puerto Rico, first of all. And even if it is Prime, you still gonna get it like 2 weeks later. And then if it's not Prime, you're gonna be waiting. I was waiting for something almost, well, right now, I'm waiting for these speakers I bought, and I ordered them on February 27th, I believe. And it is now March 11th. And I have yet to get my speakers. They're coming on March 18th. So that goes to show you what the shipping is like from Amazon. Not only that, a lot of websites don't even ship to Puerto Rico. So if you're gonna buy something, prepare to be waiting a long time. The number 3 thing I hate about living in Puerto Rico is the traffic. Now, I personally don't drive. I'm gonna learn, but it doesn't matter because when I'm in a fucking Uber or someone's driving me, I still gotta deal with the traffic. And the traffic is unbearable. If you time yourself accordingly, like you know what hours is gonna be a lot of traffic, because there's certain days where, like Sundays, Saturdays, Fridays, you're screwed. No matter where you're going, you're screwed. But certain times of days during the week, but the thing is, if you have to go somewhere, you have to go somewhere, even if it's during traffic hours. There's more cars than people, in my opinion, in Puerto Rico. And mass transit is not as common here as it is in New York or other places. So yeah, you just gotta deal with it or time yourself accordingly, which even if you're timing yourself, you're dealing with it. So it is what it is. Now, the number 4 thing that I hate about living in Puerto Rico is the stranded dogs and cats. It's really sad to see, really unfortunate. Is so many abandoned dogs and cats. And then some of them are not even abandoned, it's just that the ones that were abandoned end up mating and having babies, and those babies have babies, and it continues, the cycle continues, and you just see them everywhere. Particularly cats in the San Juan area. I know further down on the other parts, I hear about the dogs everywhere. I'm in a few Facebook groups and people will just post about dogs that they found in a box, in a garbage can, in the street. And I guess the thing is neutering your pet. A lot of people don't do it. Maybe they don't have the money, the funds, but I know there's some organizations who are trying to work with people and doing free neutering and spaying. And there's organizations that take in the strays like Satos. There's a bunch of organizations. If you look them up on Facebook or Google, you'll come across a lot that help the island. My dog, Rocky, that you guys might know, if you follow me, you know Rocky. He was found in the street. He didn't get to a shelter because the person who found him posted him in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in, asking if anybody wanted him because they couldn't take him in. He was a puppy. Coming to find out, I took him to the vet and he was 6 weeks old. So it's just an unfortunate thing, and I hope somehow they get it managed, in control. I don't know how, but I guess with the organizations trying to help, that's a good start. But yeah, I hate it. I hate seeing dogs and cats just like they're homeless. You don't know if they're gonna eat. They don't know if they're gonna eat. I try to feed them as many times as if I see them, I'm going to if there's a store nearby, a supermarket, I go in and get a bottle of water and paper plate, bowls, and dog food, and I just give it to them. Like, it's sad. It's really sad. Now, the number 5 thing I hate about living in Puerto Rico is the random ass rainstorms. Now, I know we need rain. I know the grass and the trees needs water. I know, but it is annoying as freak when I'm out shopping or I'm out enjoying my day and it just, like literally, when I say rainstorm, I'm talking about, it feels, I've never experienced a hurricane, so I don't want to say that, but it feels like a hurricane, like the wind is whooshing and blowing and the torrential downpour is coming down, and it's like 5 minutes. That's the good thing about it, that it's short, but if you caught in it, you are soaked. I got drenched recently in a rainstorm, just literally out of nowhere, and I was running for cover, and it was no point. I got soaked, and it was literally like a 5 or 10 minute storm. So that's quite annoying. But yeah, that's my top 5 things I love and hate about living in Puerto Rico. Now, if you've ever been here or if you live here, drop a comment. Let me know what you love and hate about living in Puerto Rico. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you a little insight into the island. I'm gonna be doing some more videos giving tips and whatever. If you leave me a comment and let me know what you want to know about, because I get a lot of questions about like moving to Puerto Rico. How did I move here? Why did I move here? How much does it cost? The cost of living, transportation in Puerto Rico. So I'm gonna try to answer all those questions in another future video. But if you leave a comment and let me know what type of things you want to know about Puerto Rico, what type of walking tours you want me to do, what type of things you want me to show you about the island, let me know and I'll do it. That's what I'm here for. So until the next vlog, this ain't a vlog. Why did I say vlog? Until the next video, I will see you next time. Peace.